Blackbeard, the most feared pirate in history. But what epic history did not tell you about Blackbeard is this? Blackbeard's legend begins not in England, but in Jamaican parish records naming Edward Thatch as part of a Spanish town family. He grew up in a wealthy household and converted to Catholicism. By age 18, he was working on a sugar plantation owned by his father-in-law, and it was there that Blackbeard learned the brutal calculus of the slave trade. In 1716, Blackbeard seized the ship Queen Anne's Revenge, formerly the slave ship La Concorde, which had transported over 500 enslaved Africans. After capturing the ship, pirates disembarked many at Bequia and seized the hidden gold dust that the ship's captain had concealed. But contrary to popular belief, they did not free the enslaved Africans. When Blackbeard grounded his fleet at Beaufort Inlet, some believe he did so deliberately to break away his most trusted men, including his brother-in-law, leaving them marooned and vulnerable. This act of apparent betrayal is often glossed over in epic historical retellings. In 1718, Blackbeard was granted a noble pardon in Bath, but contrary to what many believe, this was not an act of mercy, but rather part of a shady colonial deal in which Blackbeard was offered noble titles and riches in exchange for his fleet and fortune. When Virginia's governor sent Royal Navy LT Maynard in pursuit of Blackbeard, he invaded North Carolina waters, an act that would spark political chaos between the two colonies. At Ocracoke, Blackbeard was outmanned and outgunned. He had only about 16 crew to help him, to Navy sloops with no deck guns. The Navy outnumbered and outweaponed Blackbeard's crew, but they managed to hold off attacks until they could lure him onto another ship where a boarding ambush brought him down. Contrary to popular belief, the image of Blackbeard as the terror dash of dash, the dash high dash seas, was mostly a theatrical one. His ships were usually much smaller than those of his victims and rarely carried more than 200 men. Furthermore, despite his infamous reputation, historians believe that Blackbeard actually killed fewer people than the average 18th century sailor. In 1722, his wreck was found and by 1820 confirmed to be Blackbeard's. In 1996, hundreds of thousands of artifacts were recovered from the site, including swords, pistols, and gold coins. Then, in 2020, the U.S. Supreme Court weighed in with Allen v. Cooper, ruling on who owns the wreck's photos. And so pirate lore became legal drama. I'm the host. This is our channel.